haven't made a video for a while. What with work and ill and holiday and work and crap weather and then beautiful weather, and just wasn't in the mood, you know. Good thing about an hobby, you do it when you're in the mood, not when you have to, because you don't have to. Not really. Oh Jesus, that was cold. Oh, not really doing a lot today. I bought some new wheels. I've just fitted one, which I'm happy with the wheel, kind of. It's seriously buckled. It wobbles like a fish's tail. So we'll put another one on and see how we go. They actually come with their own centre pin because it's a bit shorter than a standard Tamiya one. They are nice wheels, but if they're all as buckled as the one I've just put on, it's not brilliant, although it was cheap, so sort of explains why. But because I've changed the steering servo to the front on this, so it's a direct link, so not a lot of slop. But the wheel, where it's fishtailed, if you like, is catching the end of the arm. Well, it was. I've just had to bloody file it all down, which is okay, apart from I filed most of it away, so there ain't a lot there, so it could snap. But I'm not happy with the way that's all over the place, if you know what I mean. So we'll put another one on. Let's see how it goes. Could just be that wheel, hopefully. It's just that one. And not bloody loads of others. But they are not, I can't even get my words out now. They are nice wheels. They fit a bit weirdly, but I like weird. I like different. Not everything has to be the same. So you've got the wheel, which again is made in two pieces. I guess it's cheaper and easier to make like that. But it's a nice wheel. Like I say, a super single is a standard one. Looked similar once on, but they're not quite the same. Then you've got this centre bit. Now you can only all them if you ever get any of these. The cheat is if you take the screws out the back, there's only two when it comes, you have to put all the others in. So rather than undoing, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, if you undo the two, and coming from China or Japan, China I think it was, they're a weird size because what's that, a 1.5mm don't quite fit properly. Fits but not perfectly, if you know what I mean. It's almost like they're slightly like a 1.4mm or something ridiculous, or whatever that is in imperial. So then that plate comes off the front, which obviously where you put your bearings and your nut, but so you can cheat slightly. So let's take that pin out, put the smaller pin in. I don't know if you pick up the difference. Yeah, of course you can. Look, miles of difference. You see that? Is that focusing? So you do need to change the pin, otherwise the wheel will just wobble all over the place. And the pin is quite a tight fit in it as well, so it's a nice snug fit. It's my favourite part of builds is putting bloody mini E-clips on and watching them ping across the room. Oh, that was made it look easy. So that's on. Let's get the bearings out of here. That's a tight fit. Oh, ooh, that was a tight fit as well. Right, that's straight. The other one was straight. It's got to be the wheel. I might have to swap them over if this one don't wobble like that one does. Right, now what you need to do, like I have the new, is screw all these big ones in the back, do them up as tight as you can get them. Again, I think there's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dude, look at that, I counted that without using my fingers. Whew, it's bloody warm again today. It's a bit warm in here. Not as warm as it has been. Hence why I ain't been in here, another reason. Bloody sauna in this place. Right. See that up there? Noisy neighbours, as you can hear. Unfortunately, I can't do a lot about that. Apart from make loads of noise myself, which I quite often do now. Firm believer in treating people how they treat me. So, they want to be noisy, I can be noisy. I think every time he takes a phone call, he walks up and down the garden shouting. Don't need a phone. Another boring video. But you can always fast forward. Because I'm told that when I fast forward, when I do it 4 times speed just to speed up to make it a little bit better for you lot, and if I talk at certain points, apparently it annoys someone. Can't remember his name, but basically tough shit. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Not a lot else I can say about that. It's It's in the editing. I don't choose when I speak and when I don't speak. I just try and cut out the boring bits for you. But I don't like, one of my pet hates is people that stop a video and start a video in the middle of something. Even if I fast forward it or speed it up 4 times or 8 times, you can still see that I'm doing the same job. It annoys me when these people stop it and then start it and the job's done and you think, hold on, how did you do it? The idea of you is you're showing someone what you're doing and how to do it in case they want a copy. So, and my biggest pet hate, and I do mean not pet hate, bloody hate, I detest people that do it, who quite clearly make a mistake and then edit the video and everything's perfect. Because that ain't good. If someone's following you and you make a mistake, they're going to make a mistake. So do the decent thing and show it on the video. Either edit the whole lot out and start again, or show it on the video that, oh sorry, look, I've put that on the wrong way round. Ain't I a silly Billy? This is how I corrected it. Not stop the video. Do it all. Then start the video. Because someone is going to follow you up to that point and go, hold on, how comes yours works, mine don't? You've either cost them a lot of money or a lot of time. And in some cases, might even have cost them the hobby, because they might turn around and go, sod it, I'm out of here, because that's just crap. We all make mistakes, but some of us show how we deal with them and not just cover it up and go, oh, magic, look, oh, ping, and it's done. No, look, no centre. Freeze the video. Oh, look, quick, all the centre's on there. Oh, look. I'm not going to show you how I corrected it. Right, wheel, tyre, wheel. You had another one somewhere. Who's these in? Are these? Oh, RC Lisu. Didn't even know I had them. Didn't even know I had them. Oh. Goes to show, doesn't it? I do like Tamiya Super Singles. They seem to have the right, not too soft, not too hard. Right, the only tricky bit now, well, again, look, tricky and it went straight on. I'll shut up because I obviously don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just an enthusiastic amateur. It's a good job this is my first time, otherwise you wouldn't forgive me. Well, that sign seems a bit wobbly, but nowhere near as wobbly as that one. So, I'm going to, it's a pain in the arse undoing all these nuts again, but there you go. What can you do? Although it's not too bad now because I fold it down, but on full lock it's catching. Look. You can't see on the camera how bad that is. Let me show you, if I can, without demolishing everything. Best angle, that's probably the best angle, look. And it is the wheel, it's not the tyres not on. You can quite clearly see the tyres on properly. That's the wheel. And it's done up correctly. It's not, nothing's out of line. That's not good. Like I said, I know it was quite cheap, but that's still not good. Might try another wheel. It is possible that it is just this wheel. Like I say, this one is a bit... No, it's the same actually. Well, that one's not done up, is it? So. Let's do this one up, put a couple of nuts on it, and see how it reacts. No, that one's quite straight actually. Whew, I can smell fire, someone's burning. I'm just melting, I ain't burning. Whew. Right, so let us take the tyre off. There was tight. Right, that's done up tight, so it's not like that's not on the piss. It's weird because it looks normal to the naked eye, but clearly isn't. So let's try another one and see what this one's like. Put the tyre on it might help. It's a little bit like trying to put a real one on. Although you can't turn your lorry upside down and do it. I think you might get the sack if you tried that. unless of course you're an owner operator, but then it's not advisable. Why don't that look right? Why doesn't that look right? Because the bloody bolt is spinning inside. Is it? Or is it me? Right, how's that one? God, that's just as pissed. So, is it the wheel? Or is it the stub axle? It's the only other thing I can try, isn't it? Actually, let's try this one on that side, because we know that I was straight on this side. That's pissed. So, it's not the wheel. Can't be the wheel because it was okay on this side, wasn't it? Yep, it's not the wheel. It's definitely not the wheel. Right, that's on, that's running blooming lovely. So, it's got to be well, that's improved. So I'm wondering if it's got to be that centrepiece is slightly off. So that's the only thing I've changed. Oh, that's a strange one. How can that throw the wheel out? Don't understand that one. I don't understand that. But it's a lot better than it was. Still got a slight, but nowhere near as bad. Very strange. Very strange. But at least you can see what I've done. If you get my drift in it. Did you all see that Polar Bear done a video last week? Very unusual, because Polar Bear don't like the heat. Polar bears don't like the heat because they live in the Arctic or Antarctic. One of them. It's bloody cold wherever it is. And that boy don't like the heat. I know. He tells me every day how much he hates the heat. Likes Budweiser. You get that little reference, if you can remember. I shit you not, boy, it's bloody warm. I like the heat, but past week's been a bit uncomfortable, isn't it? Well, as I said to someone the other day, I don't mind the temperatures we've been having when you're not at work. They're a killer to work in. Well, somehow, and I don't know how, that's kind of mended itself. Which is a bit on the puzzling side, but there you go. What can I do about that? Where's the one I dropped? Oh. What was they from? I don't know. Let's put that in there as well. Not them two. And then I will pause this while I turn it over, and I'll show you what it looks like. Actually, before I turn it over, I will show you the amount of wobble it now has. And like I say, all I've done was change that black centre part, so it had to be that. It's still got a tiny bit, but it's nowhere near as bad. It was hitting this before, but it's clearly missing it. Even on full lock, it's just touching it. You can just hear it. But it's done the job. That's all that matters. So, right, plonk it back on the old pod. And there it is, fitted. It's a nice wheel. But you have to be careful the way I done it, because I don't know if you can see it, that one there, the bolts started to undo at the back. It's done up tight, but that's the problem of doing these up once it's on. You should undo all these, put all that together, put the wheel on, put the nut in and then do them up, but that's a bit fiddly. It's probably how I'll do the next one. Not sure what the next one's going on, but I just wanted to set with this because I bought these ones for the back and they kind of match. They're close enough. These are what's sold as a match, but these are normal. I wanted super singles on this. Quite like them. So I still can't figure out why that one was a bit wibbly wobbly, because all I've done was change that outer ring and it don't look like it's out of shape, but it's hard to tell, I know. Right, let's pop you back on the stand, and then figure out what's next. Because at this precise moment I don't know what's next. I just come down just to do them, but while I'm here I might as well have a look and see if there's anything else well, I suppose need doing. If there's anything else I can do while I'm here, or rephrase that, if there's anything I can be bothered to do while I'm here. I do like them, they are quite nice wheels, if a bit strange. Do need to sort this Actros rigid out at some point. I really need to get in the mood to do that now. To sort out that beer system, because I'm really not in a mood. Don't know if I ever will be, but it's a shame because that truck was nice. Well, is nice, not was nice. It was better before I stripped it all down to put that in it and then lost interest in it. But what can you do? Don't know these things till you try them, do you? I haven't done it on video because it was too bloody hot last weekend, but my Man Cat MC8, Cross RC MC8, I changed the servo to a 35 kg one, which done a better job than this. Bit too good because it actually bent one of the drive shafts. I was hoping by changing it, making it a bit better, it might make me want to keep it, but it hasn't. If I'm honest, I can't stand the bloody thing. I don't like lock diffs. Lock diffs have their place, but you should be, if you're paying all that money, you should be allowed, or it should be your choice to decide whether you want to lock them or not. They have the cheek to call them locked diffs, where in reality there are no bloody diffs. So, because you can't unlock them, there's no diff in it to unlock, and it just makes that thing too powerful, it's got too much torque in it that it don't want to turn. And like I say, you put a big servo in it to handle the turning, and all that done was bent the drive shaft. So I had to buy new drive shafts, and they only do the dog bone types for that. They don't do any upgrade ones. So if I stick a new one in, I've had to set the in points really low so it doesn't do it again. So I've got a bigger servo in to handle the steering, but I'm back to where I started because I can't put it on full lock because it'll just bend the drive shaft again. So some people thought they would never hear me say this. There might be a lorry up for sale soon because I never use it. I'm fed up with it. Every time I see it or look at it or get it out, it's pissing me off now because I can't do what I want to do with it. And for how much they bloody cost, I think that's a liberty. You can't even buy upgraded axles with open diffs. It's annoying, to say the least. Some people love them. Got no problem with that. If you like them, you like them. I don't. And your truck, do what you like with it. My truck, I would like to do what I like with it, but when I can't, it tends to piss me off a bit. Because it's mine. Why should I have it as someone's telling me I have to have it? That's what I love about Tamiya. You can change so many things on them. You can do what you pretty much like and get them how you like. You can add 1 axle, you can add 10 axles if you're that way inclined. You can add drive axles, you can have steering axles, you can have anything you like. You can lock diff, you can unlock diff. I know technically it's a crawler, but I don't do crawling. I'm not a crawler. It just bugs me. And when things bug me, I'll either change them. If I can't change them, they're outed, and that's going to be outed because I can't change it. And if I can't change it, I won't use it. If I won't use it, there's no point having it. And yeah, I know there's quite a few in here that I don't use, but the point is I can if I want to. That I can't, because every time I get it out, all I want to do is throw it over the fence. That's not a good thing. Right, what can I do now? Stop moaning for a start, that's what I can do. I know not a lot of people can say this, and it's going to sound a bit weird, but I have a spare tanker trailer. Like you do, you know. As Mr. Ferguson says, I have 3 of everything, and I do have 3 of them. So I'm thinking of stripping all the stickers off it. It's got the shell stickers on it at the moment. I got it second hand when I bought the King Hauler. I bought a King Hauler and that used, with the idea that the King Hauler was going to be the truck from Smokey and the Bandit, Snowman's truck, which it is now. So I was left over with a trailer. It was already built, stickered up. It's got the electric legs on, which personally I don't like. I've got 2 already sitting on the shelf behind this camera. So I'm toying with the idea because something I watched Tim's video last week, and also sitting on the shelf behind his camera is my Mac RD Trucking rubber ducks truck. And although I use the Tamiya tanker behind it, it's not right. It's too blingy, isn't it? It's all chromed up, and I'm thinking the one I've got in there, either fine sand it to take all the shine out, or paint it in like a matte aluminium silver colour, and also try and lower it a bit. Or I might sell it, because it's just sitting in the other shed at the moment doing nothing, and it will never be used as it is, because like I say, I've got 2 sitting on the shelves next to me. Can't even do a road train because they're all different now. One I've just got plain as it come with no stickers on it. One I've converted to 3 or triple super single axles, and it's all painted up, because when I bought that was second hand, and it had been rolled and scratched and dented, and So I rubbed it all down, I knocked all the dents out, got it nice and the shape it should be, and painted that. That's now in a SO livery. I've done quite a bit on that actually. If you've watched back a little bit, you'll see a couple of videos on it if you're interested. I've got an idea for a trailer that I'd actually found as a joke. Found a picture a couple last week. I think it was last week anyway. I sent to Andy Bundy and Tim Thurston, and it was a joke because it's weird, it's stupid, but it's a joke that I quite like, and I might just build a trailer. Well, actually I've got a trailer sitting up there doing nothing. I can take one of the axles off, because that's got 4 on it at the moment, make it back to a 3 axle, and it's more the load than the trailer. And I'm not going to say what it is because it'll spoil it if I do it, but it's unusual, something different and weird and wacky and crazy, and like I say, I do like a bit of weird and wacky and crazy and something different. Not everything has to be the same, and not everyone has to do the same, and change things up a bit. I've also got sitting up there on a shelf. See if I can zoom this in. Oh, it's a bit hard when you're doing it the opposite way around. Right, I have a sand sculpture and a fighting buggy, which my brain's gone dead because I'm getting old, you know. I'm sure it used to be called something else. I don't know whether to just leave them in a box or build them. Bearing in mind they're both re-releases, but bearing in mind I have got both the originals already built. I don't know whether to leave them. I've also got a couple of fast attack vehicles, and one job I've got to do actually, I've just bought. Aha, let's show you what I've just bought as a project, something to do. Whether I do it now or not is a different matter, but it is for something to do when I've got nothing else to do. I've bought see if you can guess what it is. I should think everyone knows what it is. It's seen better days, clearly. But it was just something to do, you know. I thought, oh, there's a project. Just yeah, it's definitely seen better days, but it was cheap. Very cheap, so I'm sure I can find parts even from a re-release just to build it back up, fix it, get it going. Just maybe a winter project, you know. I think I can, when I've got nothing else to do, I can come and just sit me in the shed and play about with this and get it going. And that's seriously damaged, that isn't it? That's had a good old whack. Serious old whack, that's it. But like I say, it was cheap, so we all like cheap. Pretty sure I've got a, well, I've got two unopened kits here, so I've definitely got a manual, but I'm pretty sure I've got a manual from the original. I'm not sure if it will be the same, because I don't know if this is, I'm pretty sure this is an original, this is an old one. It's been abused, seriously been abused. There's a lot of breakages in there. That old back frame's bent out of shape. The gearbox ain't straight. Yeah, the whole thing needs stripping down and looking at, but that definitely needs replacing, doesn't it? It's a little bit broken, as they would say. Little bit. And the driver, look at the driver, look. He's harmless. I can't even see that. Jesus, how'd you break that? How on earth do you break that? This has some serious abuse. So that's a break like that. That has had some serious abuse. Oh well. Like I say, I knew it was broke. I saw the pictures. I knew what I was getting. I'm sure we can do something with it. Oh, I'm sure we can. that back on so I don't lose it. Right, where was I? What was I saying? What crap was I talking? Tidy up as you go. That's a good example there. I do try and tidy up as I go, then I know where everything is. Doesn't always work. Doesn't always. I've also bought some little hinges. Why? Haven't got a clue. But they're nice little hinges and thought they might come in handy at some point. So I tend to do that quite a bit. I see things and think, oh, they're nice, or they come in handy on something. I buy a couple of sets, and then the trouble is, you put them away and you bloody forget about them, and then you build something and you forget you've got them, so they don't go on the build, and then you find them and think, oh, I could bloody use them. Or worse, you build something and you think, oh, I can use them little hinges I bought, or one of the little boxes I bought and I've never used, and think, oh, I can use them little hinges, and then you can't bloody find them. You can't remember what you've done with them. So I now try and put everything in one of these. So this is the first port of call to look for anything. Right, I might as well call that a day then. I ain't done much. And it's still only 3 o'clock. I was asked to show something, but I can't remember what it was and I can't remember what it was on. To look it up and remember what it was I was asked to show. So, if you remember asking that you wanted to see something, ask again on here and I'll get it out. I can't remember. Told you I'm getting old and my brain's a bit frazzled. Bit frazzled it is, bit frazzled. I did order an escort off of Fusion Hobbies over a month ago. Well over a month ago. Nearer 2 months I think. And I'm still waiting for it. Which I'm slightly pissed off about, because they shouldn't have shown it in stock if they didn't have it. And it's not a case of I ordered it, I've actually paid for it as well. So, not happy with Fusion Hobbies. Don't know if I'll be using them again, because I don't class that as a very good service. It might be their fault, it might not be their fault, but you should check your stock. You shouldn't sell something if you haven't got it. And then say to someone, oh well, we'll have them in 3 weeks if you want to wait. Yeah, alright, I'll wait. 2 months later they're still waiting. And I'm the one having to do all the chasing. Because they ain't even got the decency to get back onto you and say, look, this has happened, sorry, whatever. I'm the one who has to keep chasing them. Where's my bloody goods? So yeah, not happy. What we got? The current estimate date says 20th of June. Well, that's well gone. However, we have gone past that. But there is a shipment arriving on the 23rd. So hope they are on there. I will find out tomorrow. That was sent Wednesday. How can a current estimate be the 20th of June when we're in July? What's it today? It's the 24th of July today. Shipment arriving 23rd, so the shipment should have arrived yesterday. The reason for the delay is that Tamiya Japan shut down production of factory in the Philippines a year ago. I didn't buy it a year ago, I bought it 2 months ago. Again, shouldn't be showing something in stock and take people's money if you physically haven't got it in stock. Don't be blaming Tamiya in Japan for something you've sold that you didn't have. Right, another rant over. I am getting out of this sauna, I think. See you on the next one. If and when. Maybe with an escort. Maybe not. I can start building. I have just reminded me. I've got a RS Cotsworth body and I think it's a TTO1 chassis I could build. Something I could do. And I do need to sort out that bloody Mercedes Actros. Something I can do. Just can't get in the right frame of mind to do that. I should probably get a bit peed off with it and sling it in a bin or something. And we definitely don't want that happening. Right, I'm gone, gone. As a certain man says, I'm gone. Well, I ain't gone because I'm still here, but I'm gone. I am gone. In the head.